Hello. Forgive the video quality and I think you really just light. This is my room. It's not very bright. But anyway, on to the point of this video. A fool's thought on AAA gaming. It sucks. Simple as that. I don't know why people keep wanting to gravitate to these games when they don't deliver on what they're having and they have. Like, look at Call of Duty. It's basically, in my opinion, the same damn game every time. Multiplayer, barely single player, her. And what happens? People still buy it because they want to play for the best. I don't care about multiplayer games, period. And that's the problem with AAA. They like, oh, multiplayer, that's what we need to do. No, no one cares. Single player games is where we're at. And for any AAA company or any defender say, oh, multiplayer is where it's at. No. Single player games can sell. Look at them. Look at all the games they sold because of the story alone. Great point. Wolfenstein. So, count the the second game in the well, I forgot the one with his daughters. It didn't do so great, I believe. Believe, and but they were seeing a story that had interesting story. You get what I'm saying? AAA don't really care about the games. They think that if they do something poppy or stocky, they're gonna drop towards that cool little money making. When the issue is they don't actually try. You know, they just try to go to what the next big thing is, and they don't understand why something fell. And it is obviously everybody else. You're just trying to copy someone else. Like, case in point, look at Fortnite when it got popular. All of a sudden, everybody wanted to do a battle royale, and it didn't bother understanding why Fortnite was so popular. And now Fortnite is getting to the point where it's losing its own identity from the battle royale to these quirky skins to crossovers and stuff to try to stay relevant. And that's the issue, you know. The AAA gamers are trying, these AAA companies are trying to stay relevant, and they're failing hard. Case in point, look at Borderlands 4. That was a game I was excited for. Was probably gonna save up money, try to buy me a system next so I can play on it. But then I saw the gameplay of like the final boss and everything. I was like, it just felt hollow. You know, it didn't feel like Borderlands to me. You know, and that's the thing. but that's why when it comes to gaming, I might gravitate towards more indie games these days. But in my opinion, indie games is really what's gonna save the gaming. Like, people worry about the RAM issue that when one of the biggest manufacturers is gonna stop doing RAMs for gaming stuff, is to make sure people they remember there's gonna be a company out there that most likely gonna see the chance that wanted to get into the gaming scene, and now the chance this is right there. They're gonna be able to go ahead and start making RAM for gaming stuff. So, yeah. Error is not the end of the world. It just means someone's a step up for it, and that's why it's like one of the cases where I would be an indie gamer, because when indie games are very cheap, easy on the pocket, And half the time, they had a self-contained story. Of course, not all indie games are great. I know that. But most are tend to be just really good, fun games. Case in point, two great examples, three great examples, four great examples. Five, technically, six, actually. The Hollow Knight, the sequel, Silk Song, Shovel Knight, a game they produce, I mean not produce but publish. Yacht game, Cyber Shack. So, and all enough, there's been the Treasure of Inn. Now, what people won't say is in the game, but remember, it was developed by indie developers and published by indie developers. But you need a better example, Asylum, the beat 'em up roguelike. Like, we can substitute that in there. Five amazing examples right there. There's also another game, Son of Villain. I played that. That's 6 games right there that are really good. Another good game, Seas of Stars, which I hadn't started playing myself, but I really want to get really into that part on stream or something, but that's a whole different topic for another time. What I'm talking about right now are AAA games and why they're failing. Case in point, look at South Midnight. It fell because they thought everybody was into DEI when they weren't. And most of these companies are trying so hard push that it fell. Another thing they don't understand is look at Halo. They beat that franchise down. In my opinion, it should have ended at 3. Same thing with Gears of War. They kept going. It should have ended at 3. So they can finish. Because the stories were complete. They didn't need to keep going. But they wanted to keep making money. And that's the big issue. They're so hard on them for making money, they don't understand what works. I give you a great example. EA, as I call them, the gaming devil, but now you can just say any of them that could do that. From Nintendo to Microsoft and Ubisoft, you can consider them gaming devils because all they care about is money. In the day, they want to try to sell product and stuff. So, yeah, they just really don't care. I mean, that's why I read this cross around my neck, because I have faith that there are still good in this world, but I'm losing hope on that more and more. You know? Just by the way, key eye out for that video. So, yeah. So that was the full thoughts on AAA gaming.